It is April 1st, 2024, a new month, new opportunity to get back on the horse and do better than we did yesterday. How are you feeling this morning? Good morning, Stacy Love. How are you? I'm rushing. This morning I didn't get to even say hi to you. Yes, it is that day. April 1st might be April Fool, but it's not. And thanks, Stace, for doing this. It is so important that we are here. Hi, Gabby. How are you this morning? Hello. Somebody, I don't know that name. How are you guys doing this morning? Doro Dominique's 21 join. Hello. Nice long name. How are you doing this morning? Stacy Love Style, you froze. I'm always, who cares? This thing I gave up on Instagram. When we freeze, we just have to keep going because we cannot not keep going. So anyway, how are you doing this morning? It is 8 o'clock, so let's get the show on the road. How do you like the topic? What is there? Good morning, Nancy. How are you feeling today? Yes, how are you guys feeling this morning? It is the morning blessing. And we have our topic for today is what is to know about the law of attraction? What is there to know about the law of attraction? Many of us don't know much about the law of attraction, and many of us know a lot about the law of attraction, and yet we're still missing a little bit of the law of attraction. The point about the law of attraction is that it is something that is there. So if you want to know what is to know about the law of attraction, is to know what it is. What is the law of attraction? It is the law of nature. It is the law of nature. That is really what it is. It's the law of the world as it is. It is impersonal and does not see good things or bad things. That's weird, right? The law of attraction does not see good or bad. It is impersonal. It doesn't care. The point about the law of attraction is that it only is exactly that. It is the law of nature. So if it does not care what thoughts you send out, it doesn't care about our thoughts. Good morning, Nadi. How are you feeling this morning? Nice pick of the family on the weekend. The law of attraction is telling you, I don't care what you send to me. The law of attraction is the law of nature. So therefore, it's impersonal. It doesn't care. Your thoughts, what you send, it does not care what thoughts you send out. Its job is to send you your thoughts back, send your thoughts back to you and your in your life experiences. So yes, the law of attraction doesn't care. What you think is what you're going to get. The thing is, that is the thing we missed with the law of attraction. Remember what I said, what is there to know about the law of attraction? The thing that we miss about the law of attraction is not realizing that our thoughts is all its job is to do, is to give us what we're thinking as life experiences. That's all it is. But we don't see it, we don't get it, we don't understand it. But there we are with the law of attraction telling us, hey, what you send out there is what you're going to get. We just think that because we have set in our mind a certain set of things that we desire and we will get it, and that's all there is to it because we'll attract it. Not attracting it and saying, well, here it comes, I have it. We do not see it because you see, the thing about it is that we do not realize our thoughts is exactly what we're attracting. The law of attraction doesn't care. It just goes to what does it do? It gives you whatever it is you are thinking about. It is the genie. Your thoughts are my command. It replies. That is the law of attraction. What we think is what we get. I know many times our thought is negative about other people in your life. All of us do that. We have people, friends, family, and they maybe do it to you. And I was talking to my nephew on Saturday, and one of the things I remember saying to him is that sometimes the more people nitpick at you and pull you down, is that they forget to see you're still going up, you're still rising, you're still happy, you're still joyful, and your life seems to be going in the direction you're headed, because you do not have the time to spend time thinking negative things about them. Whereas for them, the most important thing is to spend their time they should spend on their own thoughts, on their own self, to spend it on you, trying to wish you this, or get together as a group and tear you apart, pick at you. And that can be very devastating when you get to know it. Tell me about it. I know what that is like. Because you see, you will never be able to please everybody. You cannot please everybody. I always have a story, right? That's my job, storyteller. There was a man and his son who left their village with a donkey. And they had the donkey, and they were walking one on either side of the donkey, and the donkey is strutting on its 4 hind legs or 4 legs, whatever it had. They got to this village, and the villagers said, look at those 2 fools. They have a donkey they could ride, and instead they're walking on the side of the donkey. So the father climbed on the donkey. He was the oldest one. They got to another village. Good morning, Loretta. How are you feeling this morning? They got to another village, and somebody else in the village, another village, said, look at him. He's sitting on the donkey, and his poor son has to walk. So the son got on the donkey with the father. Third village, they told them, look at you. You're so cruel. Look at what you're doing to the poor beast. So they got off. So you notice, what they started out doing is what they end up doing. They got off the donkey. They changed their mind 3 times because of other people's opinions about what they could do. So what I'm trying to say is that we attract what it is we're looking for. With the law of attraction, we have to realize our thoughts. Those thoughts got them, now they're walking, and the donkey is between them like they started. But they let the thoughts of others come into their life. And because of that, they could get angry. And family and friends and people that maybe those who know you the best are those that will nitpick at you the most. But you cannot do the same to them. That is what I'm pushing to. That's why the man and the donkey doesn't seem like it goes, but it goes. In the end, they listened and listened, and they stopped and they went back to who they truly were. They wanted to let the donkey, maybe it had load to come home with. They didn't know, but they made a decision that they're taking the donkey and the donkey is walking with no load, put them on, take them off. But maybe their plan was that animal has to carry what we cannot carry back home for us today. So they didn't get angry. They just went back to their own self. They could have fought them. They could have and it wouldn't attract anything good for them. This is why when somebody steps on your toe, that doesn't necessarily you have to fight fire with fire. You don't always have to go in and choose to do something to them because they did something to you. You do not have to let that attitude come in front of you, because you see, you are trying to get better things in your life, or you are aiming at, you have plans, you're manifesting, you want to do this, you want to travel, you want a new job, you want to get out of debt, you want to buy a home, you want to be healthy, you want to have friends, and you have your dreams, goals, and desires. But there you are in the moment, going back and being angry at the hurts from siblings, sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews. People can despise you, and they maybe haven't had more than 2 words with you in a year. And sometimes it could be children. And what do? You cannot take that energy and throw back at them. Good morning, Lisa. How are you feeling on this Easter Monday? It's a school holiday and a government holiday in Canada. Friday and Monday of Easter we celebrate. So the thing about this thing, knowing what the law of attraction does, is very important. We attract our thought. What it does, what does it do? It gives you whatever it is you're thinking about. It is the genie that says to you, your thoughts are my command. It replies. That's up to us. So when we're giving those thoughts out there to the world, and we're saying, okay, fine, we despise this person, we hate that person, we can't stand that person. But on the other hand, that manifests in our lives. We get hurt, we get situations that are not what we desired. And we forgot that we were, good morning, Terry, how are you feeling this morning? Happy Easter. What were we thinking? what we're thinking is what we receive. But we didn't realize that, because we are thinking on the left side that this is what we want, and we're working on it calmly on the left side. On the right side, though, we're putting a lot of energy into despising this other human being, hurting them, wishing bad things for them, seeing them falling, crashing, and burning. And in the meantime, that's what we get. The older people who said, what you do not want to see on the street, you'll find it under your bed. Why do you think they said that? Because this is where your thoughts were. What you despise out there, you drag home with you because it's constantly in your thoughts. And then you wonder why what it is you want to get in your life isn't coming. It's because the energy is so strong about what it is you don't want. That is all you're thinking about. To actually receive what you will recognize when you receive it is to be aware of your thoughts. So if you're aware you're thinking such horrible, negative things about human beings, describing them, and then you notice, hey, I'm not getting better. My life is still a mess. Things are not working for me. I'm constantly at war with my spouse, my significant other, my children. And that's not what I desire. But that's where you are, though. And only way you can be aware about that is to be in the moment and realize when your thoughts, you've heard me said that your thoughts, your money needs to be harnessed for it to go where you desire it to go. The other thing we need to harness is to make sure we can harness our thoughts. Now, 70,000 thoughts, and most of them are the same from yesterday and whenever. We can't harness all of them. But there is some of them we can stop, put a bridle on this thing, and pull it back. Do not let it gallop away and create a life we did not plan to have. And then we look at that life and we're saying, but that's not what I desired. But then we cannot be in the moment to realize, well, yeah, you didn't desire it, but you really only concentrated on it. And that's why the universe is the law of nature. It is very impersonal. It doesn't really care whether you have good thoughts or bad thoughts. Whatever is your predominant thought, this is what the law of attraction is going to give you. Whatever dominates your essence, your mind, your vibration, your energy. Good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling today? Is what the law of attraction is going to give you. So there is something we need to understand about the law of attraction. It does not care whether you are thinking about it for somebody or for yourself. It furthermore does not care whether it's a good thought or a bad thought. The only job of the law of attraction is to deliver. Your wish is my command, it says. And if you are not aware that those wishes of yours are devastating to others, you think, you believe. Good morning, brother. Here comes my brother. If you only believe that the law of attraction is going to give you good things, whereas your predominant thought is exactly the opposite, you're going to get the opposite. You're going to get all of the opposite. So we have to understand the law of attraction, as I said, is the law of nature. It is quite impersonal. It does not care whether it's a good thought or bad thought. It's your thought. It's your dominant thought. You are going to get shit for it. That's what you have. That's what you're asking for. Whether you're sending it towards others or you're sending it and you don't care. You're angry at the world. You're angry at everything. And how do you expect to find peace? And you're wondering, why are you tossing and turning in the night? You haven't found peace. You're angry at what you cannot even put your hands on. You are constantly planning and trying to decapitate somebody that you do not like with your words, your feelings, and just try to isolate them, make their life miserable. And maybe if you are doing this or you know somebody that's doing it, ask them. You know that person that you despise so much, what's going on in their life? They will tell you, they'll know, and they'll say, oh, I don't understand it. They must be doing something because look at how well they're doing. But that is, you see, their dominant thought is not about you. Their thought is about them and the action. What it is I need to do today to make my life better. That's the question we need to ask. The law of attraction is the law of nature. That's all it hears you. or what it is you need. Oh, okay, you need to find something. The law of attraction does not allow you to say how you want it fulfilled. It doesn't care. It only cares in what it is you're thinking, your dominant thought, your in, your out. When people despise you, it fills their stomach with bile. And they expect to have a good life. And of course, because you fly and you're going higher, because you believe in attracting good things for everyone, that doesn't mean you allow them to step on your toe and crush it into the ground. That does not mean because you are attracting the best for yourself and others, that when somebody takes advantage of you, hurts you, that you keep letting. No. You see, I'm a little bit strange when it comes to religion. I know they said in the Bible, turn the other cheek. Man, you can only get that flipping cheek, blue and black and blue and green and yellow for so long, and then you're going to be losing your teeth. So what's your point? So when somebody is constantly slapping you or stepping on you, there's a time you have to say, get off my feet. Turning the other cheek is allowing them to abuse you and you're being silent. But according to, if you read more of that same book, I paid the price. So which one do you believe? Everything in the Bible is contradicting as you read and as you go further. And that's why my mother said, go read it, so you can be inspired instead of only listening to what the interpretation from the preacher. Go and get inspired yourself. Go figure it out. Because turn the other cheek how many times? And then when they abuse you, you're telling me, I paid the price for your freedom. You have free will. You do not have to suffer so much. But if you take the hurt that they pile on you and you put it in your chest and you're piling it back on them, guess what? That's what you're going to feel. You'll be angrier. You'll be never satisfied. You'll always find fault. And you need to sometimes swallow it. Good morning, Angelina. How are you feeling today? And you need to sometimes just swallow. Take a deep gulp of all of what they're throwing at you, and realize you need to let it go. Because if you mock them or you react like them, then you are them and you will attract it. As I said, that law of attraction doesn't differentiate between, oh, that is meant for her and that is meant for him and that is meant for him and that is meant. No, the law of attraction is the law of nature. Here you go. What it is you ask, I'm going to deliver. I'm your genie. Your wish is my command. It does not say it's good or bad. It says what you want, I will give to you. And that is something we forget. So if your dominant thought day in and day out is hurt and nasty and mean and selfishness and always angry, anger is another one. Just plain anger filling you, saturating you. When I talk about gratitude, some people said to me, they don't see the point in gratitude. And I cannot do anything with that. If you cannot see the point of being grateful, then that's your journey again. And when you notice that all you desire is going away from you, well, maybe you'll say, well, I do have 2 feet today. When the shower this morning was hot, right? Or maybe it was cold. Or maybe when you woke up, the sun decided to kiss your face. Were you grateful for the feeling? I know I push the envelope a lot when I say when you have pain in your body, sometimes rather than dwell on the pain and go ahead and talk about the pain and the pain and the pain, guess what? That's all you're going to get. But what about if you say, I feel you? Because you can feel. It mightn't be the feeling you like, but you can feel. So you say to the pain, you know what? I can feel you. It's a good thing I can feel you because I know I can do something about what I'm feeling. But so that's what I mean. Go to the extreme. Open it up and see what it is you can be grateful for. I'm so grateful I can feel. Yet you can hardly walk. I know that. Your knee hurts, your shin hurts, everything hurts. You can hardly keep your eyes open because you have a migraine, a mother migraine. And there you go. And Tessa-Marie says to acknowledge the feeling. Yes. Because you have the ability to feel. We all know, right? Comparison is not my speed. But we all know when somebody has had surgery, they come and they touch your toe, or they knock on you, they do something, and they look at you, so to see if you could feel. They didn't ask you if you were feeling good or bad. So acknowledge, this hurts. Oh, okay. Instead of saying that, go, I feel you. I'm grateful, that I can feel. I'm so grateful I can feel. And you take it and you go with that. Because that is what is there to know about this law of attraction, is that it doesn't differentiate between what you really, really want and what it is you don't want in your life. It doesn't care. It's to actually receive what you will recognize when you receive it, is to be aware of your thoughts. So if you're constantly having negative thoughts and you know that, when you see it in your life, then you can say, oh, this thing is real. Because yes, the law of attraction is real. We need to always know where our thoughts are going and to pull it back from the edge. When our thought is going and it's really hanging on the edge of the precipice and it's just dangling there, we have to be aware that it is going to go and it will take us with it, because the law of attraction doesn't give a shit what you ask for, because you're thinking it. You're going to get it. Well, what you expect, you're all saying when you get old, you're going to be this and you're going to be that. Well, you got it. That is what you have. That is what acknowledgement means. But somebody might bring it to your attention and say, well, you were always saying that when you get older, you're going to be doing that. Oh, I'm just like my father. Well, that is what you're saying, though. So that's why you're, on the one hand, you want to get rid of debt. But on the other hand, you're saying to yourself, oh, my family, they were always in debt. We never had money. We didn't even have clothes. Right. And how are you getting out of that? How are you going to get out of that? Is to know your thoughts and to harness, pull them back from the edge. Why we do not recognize what we receive is all through us. It all comes at us. It came from nobody else. It was your thoughts. You did not mean it for yourself, but you meant it for someone else. The law of attraction is not there to separate what you really want for yourself and what you want for others. This is not its job. It's just there to deliver. I didn't really want that. That is if you get smart enough to admit it to the self in the mirror. I dare you to admit it to someone. I really didn't want to break my leg. I was hoping they would break their leg, but I broke mine instead. Really? Would you say that? No, you wouldn't. But the law of attraction heard you. You laughed at somebody. You criticized somebody you didn't know. And the law of attraction is saying, yeah, get off the donkey. You want the donkey, you'll get the donkey. You want this, you will get it. Whatever it is you want, you're going to get, because you're thinking it. So pay attention to your thoughts. And the law of attraction's job is to deliver what it is you're thinking or planning, putting together, making it work. It's a plan. You have a plan to do something. And of course, every plan we have comes with a lot of challenges. Challenges that we cannot sometimes even master. Look at it and go, wow. But it's there though. And the only thing we can do with it is to see if we can penetrate it. We have to seek. And not many times what we seek is actually seeking us. We just are so busy that we cannot find it. Why? Because we are not thinking in the right way. So we need to do something about this thing, about they call the law of attraction. It does work. It's only thing that makes sure that it works is that it is giving you what you think, whether it is good or bad, whether you mean it for somebody else or meant it for somebody else or whoever. The point is you're going to get it. I am not getting it. I'll never get it. It's not my thought. It belongs to you. You're going to have book it and take it and go with it. And take away the hate and the anger in your daily life. It blocks the flow of what it is you really want. What it is you really want. The person doesn't like you and you know that. Why corrode yourself with hate about them and use words like that and anger? Wherever those two things are, it becomes corrosive. It will rust And then it will make a hole, and it will not be, that vessel will not be good anymore. The angrier you are in life, the closest to your heart that anger goes, and it delivers heart problems, blood problems, pressure problems, because you're constantly you're like a hamper on a wheel of negativity. It just keeps going and going and going in the same angry thing, day in and day out, and anger. Everything is and then you expect to be nice and healthy and enjoying life. No, you can't. Because everything we have is concentrating on those negative behaviors. So if you hear the law of attraction and you've said, I give up on the law of attraction, I'm not working on this anymore, it doesn't work, it doesn't exist, that is just foolery or whatever you want to call it. Look at your life. Take a pen and paper. List all the things you think about on a daily basis, 70,000 thoughts a day, and all of them are basically, many of them are the same. So think about what it is you first think when you get up in the morning. Are you angry at something somebody said about you yesterday? Or are you just going to smile and go, oh well, whatever. Okay. Like my answer to most things is, okay, I don't care. I just go, okay. You suit yourself, knock yourself out. On the other hand, though, I won't let you step on my toe. I will remove you. So you will do it once, and that is the only time you'll do it. So what did they say? Fool me once, fool me twice, whatever, you know that thing. So the point of this law of attraction, it does exist. It exists so well that our dominant thought, the dominant thought that we have is what we will get. It is not going to deliver any more or less. If you believe you can do it, and if you believe you cannot do it, it's still up to you. So when you quit, there is no more law of attraction. No, when you quit, there is no more. When you stop and say, okay, this isn't working, I'm quitting. When you keep changing your plans, that means it's not good enough. That means it's not strong enough. That means you do not have faith in it. That means you do not believe in it. And you have to believe in what it is you desire to draw into your life. Watch what you're putting, the caveats. What are you putting at the end? I want this, but I'm sure I mightn't get it. Maybe I'll not get all of it. When you go into this maybe, and that is the thought. You think the law of attraction gets that? I don't get it. When you talk to me and you're constantly going around and spinning like a top, and you have nowhere to go except to spin constantly. And Yuko said, I prefer to keep working with small steps than quitting. Yes. When you quit, there is no more law of attraction. I like that, because the minute you stop, what are you attracting now? When you, hi, good morning, Julie. When you move your body from the law of attraction and you put it in the law of doubt and fear, then that's what you're going to get. Because the law of attraction is the law of nature. It will only give to you the things that you have put in front of it, good or bad. It doesn't care. It doesn't know the difference. All it knows is job. It has one job: to deliver to you what it is you desire. That's what the law of attraction does. Whatever is your dominant thought, day in and day out, your doubt, your fears, your non-belief in yourself, your talent not good enough, that's what the law of attraction will give you. The law of attraction does not give you what it is you say and you hide in a little corner. It will just give you what comes, because that's what you have. So if you want to get certain things, oh, hi, Melford, happy Easter. If you want to get certain things in your life, you have to step on the law of attraction. And you have to harness it. As I said, you have to harness money to make it stay where you want it to stay. You also have to harness your thoughts so you can make it stay where you want it to stay. When you see your thoughts are going down the valley of no return, you have to pull it up. When your thoughts is really teetering on that little edge of that precipice, you look down, it's a raging river with boulders that could cut you to smithereens. And you just go. And then you wake up one morning 3 years from now, and you have all these horrible, non-fulfilling things in your life, and you're thinking, what happened to me? It's not you. What happened to my thoughts? The law of attraction job is to deliver what you believe and what you think all the time. Your job is to think carefully of what it is you desire to have in your life. If you're not sure, write it down, clear it up, dissect it, break it in tiny pieces. What do you desire? Somebody's mean to you doesn't mean you have to go and be mean to them twice over and really crush them, because in the process of doing this, completely filled with anger, you will lose. You're going to lose. You hate. Where hate and anger lies is corrosive. It will destroy you, and they will go along their merry way. You'll be the one with an ulcer. You will be the one with the pain in your chest and wherever else it goes. And those people will be marching forward in their merry, merry way. And you are there lying in bed in a twist. Or you're on an operation table and the doctor is cutting you open. Because your blood is so tight. But I'm not a doctor. I have nothing about this. I don't know. But I'm just picturing you like that all the time. What do you think is going to happen? Every vein and artery is going to be... And then you wonder why you're tossing and turning. And you wonder why you have a headache. And why you do this and why you do that. Just get away from that edge. What is it you want from the law of attraction? You must make sure you think it. When your thoughts are going down on the edge of the cliff, you have to pull it back and say, that is not what I desire in my life. Let us zero in on me. I ask people to visualize for 10 minutes every day what it is you desire. I do that with the people I coach. What it is you desire. And that's what you put your thought in. Now, this is very difficult to do. Very difficult. It's not easy. Do you hear me? To have your thoughts for 10 minutes on your future, on your desire, and put yourself in the moment that it is happening, and you can taste it and you can feel it and the energy is high. But it's good to do that, because then you're forced to think of good things, because we really, truly, really only want good things for ourselves. It's just that is the missing ingredient in your life. If the law of attraction is not delivering for you, is because you haven't really put some time into concentrating on what you have or what you desire. And then when you want to really seal it with a kiss, make sure your kiss is a kiss of gratitude. I am so happy and grateful. I am living the life of my dreams. I wanted to retire and do this and do that. Instead of calling somebody like me and who thinks retirement is fun time and tell me how you despise being retired, that you're bored. Find out why you're retired. Find out. And what can I do now I'm retired? It's not your girlfriend that's going to call you. My girlfriend made me laugh so much. She said to me, somebody told me when I retired to do volunteer work. She said, this volunteer work is more than working. She didn't like it. I said, why? She said, because when I can't come, the lady said to me, you find somebody to take your spot. She said, okay. And she said, as soon as I gave her a year, I got out of it, because that's what I mean. Make sure you know what it is you're thinking and you're wanting, not somebody else telling you to go do some volunteer work and you find out you want free time. Your idea of volunteer work and their idea of volunteer work is not the same. And what you attract is what you think. So make sure you remember that. Okay, people, it is amazing. I stopped like this, but I know it's past the time. Nancy, Stacy, Angelina, Yuko, Nadi, Julie, Lisa, Melford, my brother and my nephew and Loretta. Oh, it's a family reunion day. Everybody is here. I am so happy. I'm grateful that you guys drop in, and I hope you got a little bit of something to take with you today. It's not even hoping. 30 minutes of speaking. 27 minutes means nothing to you. 28 minutes means nothing to you. 29 minutes means nothing to you. 30 minutes means nothing to you, but in the middle of it, you got 30 seconds times 10. 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, you got a little thing just to trigger and to make you feel good. If you are one of the people that have been hurt, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Yuko. If you are one of the people that has been hurt by somebody telling you you're not good enough and you let it affect you and you're hitting them back, spit it out. Let it go. Bring it up. In other words, bring it up and let it go. And choose you. Who are you? Are you the person that loves to share and give and understand others? If that's you, then do that, because that's you. But because they decide they want to take you down, if you know them, look at them. They're going round and round and round, and they're getting nowhere. They're hitting their head on the wall. They bounce from that wall onto the other wall. These architects of negativism, when you see them coming, run. Talk to you later. Have a great and wonderful day. I love you. Thank you. Happy Easter to all of those of you who enjoyed Easter. Have a great morning, day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.